Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the 4-episode series, Shaq, which focuses on NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, and in many ways this is your standard documentary, and you're probably not going to get anything particularly unique out of those elements. It's telling the story of Shaq, his upbringing, his experiences on all levels in terms of playing basketball. You hear from the likes of Rick Fox and Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley, and all kinds of, like Phil Jackson, and a lot of different people who give perspectives on his career. And it's told in some pretty standard storytelling formats to the audience, to the fact that it's just like, he's like digestible, here's the information you need to know, and not going in a ton more in depth than that. But I think this series rises to a point because of Shaq. And him specifically getting to know his personality and getting to see that him on display, sitting here talking to us into the camera and giving us some perspective. But he's not one to shy away from the fact that he's messed up, especially in his romantic areas of his life, and he's always put that on the back burner, and that's a challenge, and we feel those things and we understand those conflicts because they're relatable and interesting to us. And I feel like that's where Shaq becomes most human in this documentary, where we really get to connect with him, is him dealing with those types of relationship issues. And they don't spend a ton of time with it. There's one particular episode at the very end where they get a chance to really help clean with some of these things. But in general, I think this docuseries is engaging. It tells an interesting story. It had plenty of space for us to be able to be there and learning and trying to figure things out. And in general, I think you'll hopefully have more opportunities like this. But in this documentary series, in many ways, is pretty standard. But it's Shaq. It's his personality, his presence, what he needs to do that really elevates so much going on here and bringing that spirit. And this is a real rock solid documentary from HBO, and you get to really understand who Shaq is, and I think that's the most interesting and engaging piece of it. You just might have to wait a couple episodes to really dig deep, but these 4 episodes are definitely worth your time and getting a chance to watch in the biggest and greatest experience possible. But those are my thoughts on the docuseries Shaq. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies and TV. But thank you as always for tuning in as part of your Wasteland reviewer.